my goodness, Dolly, I am so thrilled to have you here.
Thank you. I have been looking so forward to being with you.
You look like $1 million every single time.
That's how much it costs.
Oh, good. That's the price tag on it.
Yeah.
This is such a cool project. Your songs, you've always been a great storyteller in your songs, and now you've adapted 8 of the songs into teleplays that are going to be on Netflix. Is this an idea you've had for a long time to make them more narrative?
Well, I've always loved to write story songs, and I always thought I'd love to see my songs up on screen. And so now Netflix fell for it.
They fell for it, huh?
They fell for it. And so we did 8 of them, and if they do good, we'll continue. If not, it was a dream come true, and they're all different. And so, of course, you saw a little bit of Jolene there.
That was Jolene.
Julianne did Jolene. She did a beautiful job with that.
And now Jolene is a song, the inspiration for Jolene, if I'm correct, was a bank teller?
Well, yeah, it was a girl that worked at the bank. I tell the real story when my husband and I first got married. And this beautiful girl was working at the bank. She had everything I didn't, like legs and stuff. You know, she was tall, beautiful. And he was just spending a lot of time down there. And I thought, I know we ain't got that kind of money. Not right now. So he said he was down there, working on trying to get a loan because he was in asphalt paving at that time. So he was trying to get a deal on that. And I said, look, you can talk to some of these men on that.
Yeah.
Or you better get your butt to the house or it's going to be your ass and your fault. so kind of it was like that was kind of the setup for it. But Jolene, of course, became famous.
Just a giant famous song. What would you do today if you ran into another Jolene with your husband?
Oh, with my husband? Yeah. I'd just hide his Viagra.
Oh, yeah. A lot easier now. A lot easier now.
It's a lot easier now. Actually, though, Jolene was, quite the girl. I learned early on, though, I didn't want to feel jealous because everybody has those Jolenes in their life and kind of afraid of them. So I just thought, well, I'm just going to try to out-sexy them. Yeah. And just try to outbeat them. So I'm 73 years old, and if you can beat
You know what? I don't know how to tell you this, but I think for most marriages, you're the Jolene, just so you know.
Well, I don't know, but anyway, I guess we all feel like there's somebody better than us.
Of course.
Your little boy loves that song,
So
Jolene.
you were so kind. My 3-year-old loves Jolene. It's his favorite song, and we FaceTimed with him in your dressing room.
Do you guys know Jolene? Let's do a chorus of it from your little boy.
Yeah, for Ash,
What's his
please. Ash.
Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. This is for my gay crowd. Drag queen, drag queen, drag queen, drag queen. Please don't take him just because you can. Okay, thank you.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Now, I cannot believe that this is a true thing, but if it was either on the same day or close to the same day, you wrote Jolene and I Will Always Love You.
You know, I found an old cassette, and I didn't realize that myself. And, we were going through all my archives and trying to get everything on hard drives, and so I wouldn't lose all these old tapes I had. And the same tape, I had Jolene and I Will Always Love You.
I mean, that is unbelievable.
Major night, I guess.
You were in the zone that night.
It could have been like the first week or so, because sometimes when I'd write, I'd go back to the same cassette.
Of course.
But anyway, it's very possible it was the same night, but it was during that same period of time.
That's amazing. And now Elvis Presley, true story, Elvis Presley heard that song and wanted to record it, and you said no,
well,
which must have been the hardest thing in the world to do.
You know, it was, and I still grieve over that, but it wasn't Elvis, he loved it. But Colonel Tom said that I had to give away half the publishing because Elvis didn't record anything unless he had half the publishing.
So that would mean that for perpetuity, he would own half of the song, basically.
And I said I couldn't do it because I was leaving that for my family. And so I just didn't do it, and he didn't do it. And so after Whitney recorded it, I realized that was the best choice.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that Whitney Houston did it.
I know, but I did write a song, though, later called I Dreamed About Elvis, and it's really, I had an Elvis sound-alike sing with me on it, and we did sing I Will Always Love You in my song, so maybe someday I'll put that out.
Okay, good. So we came full circle.
And eventually on the Netflix, if this goes on, I'll do a movie about I Will Always Love You, too.
That would be wonderful to see. We're going to do this special on NBC, November 26th, about 50 years of, is that 50 years from your first time at the Opry? Opry? Or?
Well, actually, I became a member.
Okay.
50 years ago.
Gotcha.
That was my dream, to be a member. But I've been actually doing the Opry pretty much like 60 years, because
So
I was
how-
on when I was 13.
13. What was it like the first time you went to the Opry?
It was amazing, because my Uncle Bill Owens used to take me back and forth to Nashville. That was when Johnny Cash was first on the scene. You know, he was all, and he was the sexiest thing I'd ever seen. I was 13 years old, and I was looking at him, and I was feeling all those things that that you feel. That's
Yeah.
the first time I really understood what sex appeal really was.
Wow.
And I just really fell into a burning ring of fire. But I loved him, and he introduced me. Yeah.
Oh, that's something else. You obviously you've had this, this really unique, like iconic look for so long. What were you inspired by as far as how you wanted to look with your stage persona?
Well, don't I look sort of like a hooker?
No.
I do too. Actually, I've told this story a lot of times, but it's true. There was the town tramp in our little town.
Yeah.
Everybody said she was, I thought she was the prettiest thing I'd ever seen. She had this big yellow hair, lipstick, high heel shoes, red nails. And when I was little, we were just country kids, and every time we'd go downtown, I'd see her and I'd just be fascinated. And everybody said, "Oh, she ain't nothing but trash." And I thought, well, that's what I'm going to be when I grow up, trash. So that's kind of how I patterned my look. And I honestly, to this day, I just feel more comfortable, wearing tight clothes and flashy things.
Well, I speak from the rest of us. We're very comfortable with that as well. So.
Oh, good, well, good.
And you are now. There's just. I'm so impressed how there's just no stop to you at all. You're starting a line of cosmetics.
Well, actually, I'm actually going to have a line of all kinds of things. I'm going to have wigs, and I'm going to have perfumes. I'm going to have clothes. I'm going to have all sorts of things. So it's my brand worldwide with IMG. So we're going to be doing a whole lot of things. I've done everything else. Why not do that? Yeah.
Well, you are a force of nature, and I cannot tell you what an honor it is to have you here. Thank you so
Well,
much.
let me just say, you are a special guy, and everybody just loves you.
Thank you
and I
so
do too. So thank you for having me.
Give it up for Dolly Parton, everybody.